Good afternoon, Broncos Nation. We are live on the air. It's the OTT Sports Network. Back with you at South Suburban, rink number 1. Harry Haviland and Shooter McGowan watching the Broncos game over our shoulder. But more importantly, the Warriors are about to take on the Colorado Springs Tigers. This has been an interesting battle all season long. We've won, we've lost, when it counts, when it doesn't. And we're setting up for a great game here today as we wind our way down to the end of the season, Shooter.
Yeah, you know, there are a couple of teams, as you and I were discussing earlier, that we just seem to not play our best at.
I'm just making sure yours is on. I didn't.
It should
Don't know if I turned it.
I believe so.
Okay, my bad,
Yeah.
my bad. Yes.
Yeah, you know, this is one of those teams that we tend to be a little bit inconsistent with, but I think tonight, I hope, will be a turning point on that.
A good win yesterday up in Boulder, 3-1 victory over one of the bottom teams in the league, I think it was, they are. But this is a top team. We're fighting to confirm that we'll be in the top 4, I believe. We're having this conversation pregame of if we win this game, we're guaranteed to place in the top 4, but if we lose, we're going to have to win our next 2 games.
And the reason why the top 4 seeding is so important is because it allows us that opportunity at the end of the season to move on. And so for folks listening to us online, that is the motivation here. If we win today, we solidify ourselves in at least a top 4 position. And that's where we want to be.
Into the playoffs to go. Back to 16-minute periods here at South Sub.
Oh, hey, it changed. That seems to be, speaking of consistency, that's one of those inconsistent rules.
It's consistently snowing and windy at Mile High Stadium there. Can't even see through the cameras. 10-7 still. The Broncos got to fight their way back here in the 4th. Starting out on the ice for your Warriors, it's going to be Kannenberg and Kolchevsky on the point. Foster at center ice. Sandwiching him is Madeo and Popovic. Jack Halot in net with Simon Prokop still on that mission, climbing the Matterhorn. Popovic chasing it in, picked up behind their own net by the Tigers. Not too many fans in the seats right now, but I have a feeling everybody's watching this in one earbud and the Broncos in the other somewhere. Tigers through center ice, knocking that one in deep. Kannenberg going behind his net. Bouncing puck, reverse hit. Knocked out by Foster, tipped through center ice by the Tigers. Springs back into their own end. D across the back zone, and then they just flipped that one all the way down. And 37 seconds into this game, we've got an icing call going against the Tigers.
I will be the first one to admit that there's a lot of distractions here between what we've seen on the ice and what we're seeing over our shoulders and these TVs watching the Broncos.
I apologize if you don't have 100% of my attention right now, but I'll do my best to get right back into this Arapahoe game. Moore tipping that ahead. Weaver back through center ice, trying to knock that one down. Luke Weaver over to Woolley, off of his stick, tapped right back. Toto at center, takes a shot in the slot. Woolley with the rebound, and he knocks it into the goaltender who slides across and makes the save. Good opportunity there for the Warriors. And now the Broncos have the ball. I mean, now they make line changes, and Toto, Woolley, Weaver still out there. Egel, Cedar, and Moore on the blue line for your Warriors. They're in the offensive zone with 15 minutes left in the first period. 0-0 here against Colorado Springs Tigers. One of the most heated rivalries in all of sports. Springs clears that one through, picked up by Moore, turns around, fires it right back in. Icing waved off, with Toto racing behind the net. Goalie makes that pass over, Toto intercepts it. Ben Toto back out to the blue line. D was making changes, so there was nobody there. Now it's back into their own end. Sasha Ben. How's that icing? Didn't Toto?
Honestly, I could not tell because I'm looking through the lens of the camera.
And the mesh and
the Broncos game and the snow of the Broncos game.
I thought Ben backhanded that one off the boards, and Now we've got McGowan, Salazar, and Lar. Benevelski and Gruber on the blue line. McGowan winning that one back out. Benevelski in front. Turn. Lar shoots. He puts that one off the post. Goalie was hugging tight up against it. Didn't leave him much room. Back out to center. Picked up by McGowan. G-Money flipping that one in front. Goalie couldn't control it. Trying to hang on to that one. Lar battling behind the net. Lar back out. Tipped in by Benevelski. Then it's tipped out to center. McGowan now playing defense as Gruber's forcing the man over the side. Steps around him. McGowan back in there. Centering pass by the Tigers. Couldn't control that one. Benevelski picks that one up, and he's got it on his tape behind the net. Hard pass up around the boards to Lar, who didn't touch that. They wave off icing, and then one hand goes up, one hand goes down. Tapped up at center by Popovic, and then picked up by the Springs, working their way into the Arapahoe zone. McGowan got a stick on that one, backhands it out to center ice. Popovic and Medeo up there high. McGowan going off for a change. They're now joined by Foster, and Gruber turns off the boards, back out to Medeo. Austin Medeo has pops on the far side. Popovic coming in, rolling puck in front, looking for Medeo. He couldn't get a tip on that one. Now Medeo's in the corner, pass back out. Taken away there, Popovic still has it. He's in the corner, drops it over for Foster, who claps one in. Pad saved there by the goalie, trying to find the rebound, and then Medeo getting shoved down behind the net. Still loose in front. Popovic behind the net goes down. Foster with the shot in front. Goalie hangs on, but a fury of action here coming from the Warriors.
Yeah, I love the pressure. I love the intensity. This is a really good start.
Dale returning the favor on the guy that knocked down his liney in the last shift. Now they're shoving back and forth. This one could get into a physical affair as Medeo's still getting shoved around. He's controlling onto this one. Gets taken down, pushed, and then sneaks out. Popovic, I thought that was offside completely, but they didn't whistle it down. But they call it offside going the other way. We'll call that an offside, but it was an offside over there.
Yeah. Well, at least they got the offsides call in some fashion.
I thought this was a woman referee here, the linesman, sorry, but if it was, she's got an amazing mustache.
No.
That guy's got the flow coming up.
We've been experienced with this lettuce before.
We've had him before, yes. Gruber back to Woolley, kept inside by the Tigers. They get a shot off a lot, making his first big save of the game.
I think, when you think of 80s hair bands, 90s hair bands, or was it 80s or 90s?
80s was more of the hair band era, right?
Yeah.
90s got into the grunge.
He was one of the lead performers of one of them.
One of them, yeah. Maybe was it Poison he was in? I can't remember.
Whitesnake?
Whitesnake, yeah. Toto back in his own end. Hello, Harry. In his own end, tipped out by Woolley, doesn't get it clear of the blue line, finally knocked out to center ice. Toto chasing it in. Tigers in their own end. Toto getting that one, sending behind the net. Weber racing after it. Weebs, backhand drop pass, kept in by Canterbury, knocks it off the boards, taken down by Toto. He sends that one around the back of the net. Weber chasing after it. Weber out to the blue line. Canterbury still has it, looking for a shot, sends that one wide. Over to the corner, Woolley tips that one back in. Him and Weber both go off for changes. Haviland and Salazar join McGowan out on the ice right now. Graham McGowan flipping that one in deep. Haviland behind the net, chasing after it, kicking that one down into the corner. Haviland steering that one back into the side for Salazar, who muscles his way into the corner. Ben Salazar fighting against a couple of players. Haviland getting his stick involved, trying to help him out. They spin that one back around. Salazar takes the man. Canterbury steps in from the blue line, and they continue to grind it down the side of the boards here. Shot in by McGowan. That one's tipped over to the side. Haviland knocking his man off the puck. Benevelski stepping in from the blue line, backhanding it back behind the net. Haviland chasing that puck, knocks it away from the guy, just gets that one taken away before he could get it through, forcing the Springs to knock this one out, but they're sailing down the left wing. Pick that one up. It's not an icing call. Centering pass back out to the blue line, clear the zone. The Tigers have it at center. Salazar trying to hook his way around that one. Now it's into Benevelski. Benabelski with a nifty move in the corner, back off the corner. Haviland tipping that one clear to center, and now McGowan's going to chase after it. Graham McGowan 1-on-3. They pass that one around him as line changes are made here by the Warriors. 10:39 left to go here in the first period. Tigers back in their own end. Benabelski over to Popovic, waiting for Medeo to get onside. Pop spins that one in front of the Tigers bench and into their zone. Medeo after it. Foster stepping in. Gruber shooting it between Foster's legs, knocking it off the backboard for Pops to come pick it up. Pops couldn't get the backhand shot off, but he controls that one into the corner. Foster tries to center it out. Popovic out of the corner and then back over to Benabelski on the far side. Benabelski turns, fires one, deflected off a couple of players in front. It's off the glass and sent the length of the ice as the Tigers feel the pressure and the Warriors continue to pour it on. 9:58 left to go in the first period. Harry Haviland and Shooter McGowan, the OTT Sports Network, live with you at South Suburban.
You know what? We're 6 minutes in. What is it? 16 minutes.
16
I don't
minutes,
remember.
so six minutes and 2 seconds. Just ask the math guy. I got to figure it out.
I like what I'm seeing by the Warriors. Some great pressure right now.
I definitely do. There should be another icing call. And it absolutely is. I'm on point with the refs here today. Still 10-7, the Broncos. And that field looks snowier and snowier every time I look over.
We're still looking at a 10-7 score in the Broncos game. 2:50 in the fourth.
Yep. First and 10. Broncos got the ball, though. Back out to the blue line. Snapped across to Morey. Fires one in. The puck bounces. The goalie catches it on the second attempt and covers up. Oh, you're right. The pressure has all been coming from the Warriors here in the first 6 minutes of this game. A lot's seen a couple of shots, but nothing to be worried about. Warriors can hopefully continue to pepper this goaltender and find a way to get a few more behind them than they have in the past couple of games. Just out shooting their opponents like crazy, but unable to score. Foster gets one right there.
There it is.
On cue, Harry. Look at that one. Devin Foster. Picking up the rebound from the Moore blast from the point. Foster scores on cue, and it's a 1-0 hockey game. Toto, Woolley, and Weaver. Toto wins the draw. Cannonbird controls, snaps a hard one in, ringing it around the boards. Goaltender couldn't control it all the way back out to the far side. Kolchevsky fighting for it there. Woolley picks it up, couldn't find it all the way towards the front of the net. That one's stripped away by the Tigers. They come back out through center ice, tapping it past Kolchevsky. Cannonbird racing cross ice, centering pass. Gets a piece of that with Holot. Now behind the net. Back out to the point. Spring setting up inside the offensive zone. Shoot one in. Through a couple of skaters. A blocked shot. And then Palat makes a save.
Job, Jack.
Rebound back out. The Spring's going to try this one again. They keep it in the blue line. Except not enough time, so they kick it back into the corner. Cannonbird pushing his man. Stripped away. And working his way out of his own zone. Coming up is Ben Toto. He's got Weaver going to the net with him. Toto taking this one wide, right down into the right side of the rink. The blue line controlled. Sorry, I was looking back. I saw something going on at the Broncos game, but the score hasn't changed. Benabelski behind his own net as both teams make changes. Big snap pass up to Lara on the far side. He's got McGowan. Lara working his way in. Deep into the corner. He gets angled off of that one and takes a spill. Lara gets himself up though. Goes right back after that play. Benabelski off the blue line coming in. McGowan stepping into his place. Flips it into Benabelski, who loses it, and then it's knocked out. Gruber in a one-on-one battle here as the Tigers flip it across. Nobody there. Shot and hold on. Coming up big. Tipped out. McGowan kicking this one across the blue line. Haviland steals it away. He tips it through. Now he's going to chase it into the corner. That one comes right back out. Eagle Cedar now at his own side. Has some time, they get back on side, gets it tangled up with Lahr in front of the Tigers bench, and the Tigers come away with the puck back into Gruber. He's in his own end, skating around the side, pass up. That was a bouncing one that went over the stick of Haviland. It's out to center ice though. McGowan making a hit, and Popovic off the bench, taking that one away. Pops with a second attempt shot. Has Haviland in front, but he's muscled up against the boards. Puck bounces away after that hit, and the Tigers have it at center. Good deflected puck there by Foster as he was joining the play, and then Popovic's trying to knock it away at center ice. Eggleseder back over to Moore. Fast-paced game here, back and forth, centering for the Tigers, and they couldn't find it. A lot making the save. The net's off. I don't think he realizes it was, but a lot dropping the gloves to fix his skate. Into the corner, one there, Eggleseder behind some more. He loses the puck, has to reverse it the other side. Popovic is always skating out, so Foster's in there, scoops it to Popovic, backhand pass up to center ice, collected by the Tigers. Eggleseder knocking one in hard, and they wave off icing. Oh, just about picked off there by Popovic, but it comes outside the blue line. Back into the zone, Tigers. Inside their own blue line, Popovic with the pressure. They make the pass out to center. They couldn't connect. So Kolchevsky sends it to Popovic, and it's back in deep into the Colorado Springs end with 6:12 left to go here in the first. It's a 1-0 hockey game with your Warriors in the lead off that Devin Foster goal. Foster with it again, has it on his backhand, spinning it into the corner to Weber. Back out to Foster. Taken away by the Springs, and they have some speed through center ice. They miss on that pass, which gives a great opportunity for Henry Canterbury to feed it right back into their own zone. There's the pass out to center. Kolchevsky stepping into that play, taking the puck away, doing a good job keeping it outside the blue line, and then powering through that was Toto. Now Woolley over the far side. Canterbury puts it back in. That's an offside call. A weak whistle, but we all heard it, and it's 5:31 left to go here. And I'm sorry, I was looking back and forth between the TVs, and it's still 10-7 Patriots.
Who has the ball right now?
Pats.
Patriots.
2 minutes left to go. I don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know the details.
Yeah.
Nobody else is in here to tell us because they're all out in the lobby in the bar watching the football game. Good spin move off the boards by Canterbury, and a feed out to Woolley. Deacon Woolley's got an opportunity, one-on-one, taking his man wide, shoots one in. The blocker save of the goaltender. Toto looking for a rebound. It's in front, it's under the goaltender. Toto had no more rebounds on that one, but good effort here by the Warriors. They continue to get shots on net. Oh, got him outside. It's hard to tell. We don't know where the first
I can't tell if he got a first down on that or not. So, of course, we're talking ice hockey.
Oh yeah, hockey. The
first down in ice hockey.
Yes, Woolley with the first down, pushes his man over to the corner. Gruber involving himself in the play. Now it's back over to Benevelski. He's behind his own net. Whips one around to Woolley. Gets a tip, but that one's kept in. Toto manages to get it back out to center. Him and Weber forcing their way down the ice. A couple of pucks off the sticks, and now Salazar's off the bench chasing this one into the offensive zone. Finn coming off of that hat trick on Thursday, still out there looking to get another one. Sent all the way down, no icing going to be here as Benevelski first to the puck. Turns it around, hard off the boards. He was looking for Lahr with that stretch pass. Doesn't quite get it to him. Now Gruber's back in his own end. Gruber off the boards, colliding between a couple of players. Haviland gets it on his stick, feeds it back out to center ice. Salazar chasing it down, Lahr on the other side. That was tipped in. Ooh, that shouldn't have been. Haviland got a stick on that one, but they're going to ice it, call it an icing anyways. Warriors will skate this one 200 feet to the other side, and with 4:04 left to go in the first period, they're up by one and have an offensive zone draw with the Foster Medeo Popovic connection coming out to take it. Foster in front of the goalie, couldn't cover it. Oh. Back to Moore, into Popovic, sending it deep. Foster is going to get a hit from behind on that. Going to get a rough on that call. The player turned away from him, though. That's a tough one. They were going face to face. The player turns. Foster continues on with a hit. Nobody's hurt, but he's going to see the box for 2 minutes. He's going to sit in there and feel shame while his players on the ice are going to be shorthanded. Meet Toto and Woolley, Kolchevsky and Canterbury. Toto winning the draw, back over to Canterbury. Canterbury off the boards, and a good play to get that one out to center ice. Toto putting a little bit of pressure on. Now Woolley stepping back as the Tigers team makes a couple of quick passes coming across. Woolley through there. Kolchevsky kicking that one back out. Not clear of the zone though. Tigers try and get a shot that sends across the crease. Kolchevsky intercepting. Toto gets it. Doesn't get it all the way out. Tigers stay inside the zone. Picked off by Canterbury in front. Woolley can't clear it. Back over to Canterbury. Toto involved. Taken away by the Tigers. They knocked that one into the offensive corner, then back out to the blue line, setting up here on the power play. Shot blocked off of Woolley's skate, back out to the blue line, still inside the zone. Tigers circling. Shot in, knocked down by Canterbury. Off the boards, and couldn't catch it in his glove. All the way down, icing waved off as it doesn't cross that red line on him. We are halfway through this penalty kill for the Warriors. Weaver and Popovic out there. Pops takes it away, kicks it forward, stripped away by the Tigers. Now they're turning. Benevelski steals it, flips it down. That's going to be an icing call, but a good use of the time with 43 seconds left to go. It looks like the game is over and the Broncos will not be going to the Super Bowl.
Well, much like most games this season, a 3-point differential. Is that what it finished at?
3-point differential, 10-7. Benevelski off the boards, back in behind the net. Gruber fighting for it. Couple of Tigers players clawing at him. Hey, you get what I did there? Icing waved off again. Tigers back into their own end, looking for it. Popovic circling with them. They try and reverse it over there. Popovic takes him down behind the net. Gruber ending up picking this one up, stepping in the blue line. Desi Gruber behind the offensive net on the power play. He gets knocked down. Still from his knees, kicking this one up against the boards. Out to the blue line. Weber knocking that one in. Back over. Popovic swung
nice
around.
Stick.
Good work here by the Warriors. Killed that penalty off in fashion. Back out to the blue line now. 5-on-5 with Benevelski in his own end. Circles, flips it out. Up off the boards. Toto couldn't, or that was Popovic, sorry. Back over to Gruber. And Weber chasing down with 1:32 left to go. Foster back to Benevelski. Off the boards, around the ref. Not around the ref completely. It looked like he got a little bit tied up in that play, but Woolley ends up with the puck. Deacon Woolley back up to the point. More calls for it. Shoots! Goalie got a piece of it and knocked it up over the crossbar. And the net is off of its moorings. Good work here. The Warriors continuing to go, and we're checking in on all our fans who are now tuning in with the Broncos being out of the playoffs. New England in the house. That means over in Massachusetts area, we've got our biggest fans tuning in right now. Annabelle and Penelope, we see you out there. Thank you for watching your big cousin's game and always being the OTT's biggest fans. Here comes Woolley on the back check. Flipped over, out of the zone. Foster getting tangled up there, but it's going to be an offside call. Salazar, Lar, and McGowan. One back by the Warriors. Moore with a minute left to go in the period. Fires that one in. It bounces hard off the boards. Lar in fighting for it. still going behind the net. Back over to Salazar. He runs into a couple of bodies, but the puck sneaks back over. Utah back out to the point. Morsey across. Eggsy with the shot and just misses wide. Puck bouncing almost all the way back out to the point. It goes around more. He gets a little piece of it. Then the big rig spins back in, keeping that one inside the zone. Tigers take it now away through center, across the red line, and Halott leaves that tapped in behind his net for Eggleseder. Far side, Lar with that tip. McGowan couldn't quite pick it up, and now they're trapped inside their own zone, firing in. Good block shot there by Moore. Moore trying to get that one through, helped out by Salazar. The Tigers managed to keep it into the blue line and find a way to get a shot off, and Halott with another huge save as this period winds down. Fires another one in, it's on Halott. He makes a couple of monsters there to end that period, keeping this a 1-0 hockey game in favor of your Warriors. Jack Halott at the end.
Jack Halott came to play tonight. I love it.
He comes to play every night.
Well, he comes to play every night, but boy, he is a solid force tonight.
And unfortunately, we didn't have an official sponsor here because the Broncos wanted us to support them. We've got the Broncos up there. And you know what? We still do support the Broncos. They came within 3 points of beating the Pats with a backup quarterback.
We may not be able to support the Broncos, but we can absolutely support
Macy's.
Yes.
Macy's for all of your Thanksgiving Parade Day specials and deals. Coming up this year, Thanksgiving 2026 is not too far away, Shooter.
We love Macy's. We love Selly's.
Selly's Bar and Grill.
What better place to get a really bad cocktail while you're watching a youth hockey game?
At the rink out there on the west side of town at the, why can't I think of it right now?
The west side of town.
The Bar and Grill. Is that Edge? Thank you.
Edge.
I kept thinking Ice Ranch.
Yeah.
I always get Ice Ranch and Edge confused.
There we go. Our foothills, the penalty box.
The penalty box, yes. There's another one. We've got these great bar and grills around everywhere. We've got South Sub here. They treat us well. We don't have their logo here because I don't know if they've got a logo for the bar. It's just South Suburban Sports Complex.
So interestingly enough, one of our newest fans, my brother in California, who's watching with his wife and daughter, they have become a big fan of the OTT. And when we were talking yesterday in Boulder about the fact that this facility actually has golf simulators and all sorts of things, he thought we were not being truthful. But we are absolutely being truthful.
The sports stable up in Broomfield, Colorado, just south of Boulder, like 10 minutes from University there. They've got what, 10 or 11? Is it
technically Superior or is it
Superior? Is it Broomfield?
I don't know.
Maybe it's Superior. Broomfield's, they're all kind of twined up there.
He
but
was
they
asking me
go
where
by
I was,
Boulder.
and I'm like, I don't know. It's somewhere up in Boulder. It's still Grenoble.
Yeah, it's 13 minutes from my house. Come to my place and then I'll take you up there.
There you go.
But yeah, great facility up there. Great facility down here too. We're just missing those golf simulators. Imagine if we had those here.
Oh my God, I wouldn't leave.
No, this would be perfect. Oh wait, there's a hockey game going on. Start of the second period here, 15 seconds in. The Warriors taking that one away. Amadeo backhands it in through center ice, flips it into the offensive zone. He's chasing it down. Amadeo trying to wrap his man around. Foster now poking and prodding at the puck as they take it behind their own net. Here come the Tigers. Through center, and then he runs over top of it. Madeo returns a bit of a hit, but I think the Tigers might come out a little bit more physical this period.
Yeah.
They are a physical team. I believe they lead the league in penalty minutes. Not necessarily making them physical, but
emotional?
Emotional?
I don't know.
They were emotional.
Depends on the penalty, I guess.
Two minutes for crying because your girlfriend dumped you last weekend. Wow, big wholesale change there. Woolley back in, flipping it across the red line back into the Tigers' territory. They come in back and zoop. Popovic looking for a change. He sends that one in. Woolley chasing it in behind the net. Back over. Toto steals this one away. Tigers coming out of the zone. Kept in there by Ben Toto. Stick handling his way around. Toto's got a chance. He gets taken down from behind.
Whoa,
and
there you go.
That's going to be a penalty. And a holding call as Ben Toto, powering his way towards the net, gets hauled down from behind. Opportunity here for the Warriors to go up 5-on-4. It's 14:23 left in the second period, and they've already got a 1-0 lead in the game.
We haven't even drained 2 minutes in the second period?
No, not
That
even
is
a minute
nuts.
and 40 seconds. This new calculator app is awesome.
I love it. AI.
Yes, it is AI. Harry and Shooter actually retired 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. This has all been computer generated.
Cloned the voices and the sarcasm and the idiocy, and here we are today.
And the creakiness of I'm not even going to use a bad word, but the camera footage.
Oh no, my face was on the video. Who let my face get on the video?
You're supposed to be like the Wizard of Oz, like the Great Oz behind the curtain.
I don't even exist. There should be a curtain here. But that's coming from our two biggest fans. Tell Uncle Harry that his face is in the camera. My face is in the camera. Hi, Annabelle. Hi, Penelope.
Hey, there you go.
Foster, Woolley, and Medeo out here on the power play with Toto as the fourth forward out on the point alongside Cannonberg. Taken away and racing through is the Springs, working that way up. Cannonberg steps in front of the body and fires that one right back in. Warriors need to get on top of this with 1:18 left to go in the man advantage. Good job, they fire it. It's all the way down. Tip.
That was a touch on Toto's hand.
A touch on something apparently.
Yep.
Cannonberg going up against there, making that play out to the far side. Foster has Woolley. Woolley picks this one up, working his way in. Deacon Woolley slowing the play down, trying to feed it through, off a skate. Foster in front, loose puck.
Yeah, there it
And
is.
a power play goal by Austin Medeo. Good work there by the Warriors. A 2-0 lead here now. 13:15 left to go in the second period. Gowan's coming out at center ice. He's sandwiched between Salazar and Haviland. Benabelski and Egelceder on defense. Over to the far side, stepping in. Salazar gets a big hit, but the Tigers send it in onside and no icing around the boards. Haviland with the tip pass over. McGowan skating this one through. Oh, the ref took that one away from McGowan. It was underneath the ref's skate. I saw it cleanly. I don't know if it caught it on camera. Salazar couldn't get it back outside his own blue line. The Tigers shoot it in, and Gruber chases it behind. Yes, Gruber, not Egelceder. For those of you that are actually paying attention.
6'8", 6'7", whatever it is.
Back up, Gruber now across the blue line. Working his way in, has on his backhand. Centering pass. McGowan caught it on the backside of his stick. Back in, Gruber still in deep. Jesse Gruber spinning, wrap around, firing in front. Nobody's there. He's back out to the point. Gruber backhand off the boards. Tigers flip it out. Gruber trying to keep this one in. Back off Haviland. Salazar pressuring, and they send it all the way down the ice. There's another icing call against the Tigers, and the Warriors step over the boards for an offensive zone draw. Our bartenders aren't here today.
They're down in
They're
the
down below in
corner of the
I
rink.
see them over there. Popovic fighting for it out to the blue line. Moore smashes that one around the far side. Medeo chasing after it. Austin taking the hit to make the play. Back over to Foster. He's in the corner. Gets crunched and then out to the blue line and held in. Egelceder with a shot that goes on to the goaltender, and he hangs on with run.
So speaking of our bartenders, our corner of the rink crew right down there just enjoying their beverages while we sit up here.
We're up here like our throats are going. I don't know if I can continue on, Shuda. This might be the end of it. Trying to keep it in the blue line was Egelceder, but that turns into a 2-on-1 the other way. Good stick by Moore. They get a shot, but it's easily handled by Halot. Foster, Medeo, and Pop still out there. Morsey and Eggsy. Foster winning it back into the corner, but the first ones to pick up the puck were wearing dark jerseys, and now the Tigers flip it back out to the blue line in the offensive zone, make the pass across. Looking for the big 1-T, he misses on that. Amadeo knocks it out, and Popovic's got a chance. Here comes Pop down left wing. Drop pass over, and Moore was ahead of that pass, though. But he turns back out to the blue line. Egelseeder shoots one in. Blocked in front. Foster trying to find the right maneuverability to get to that puck. He's pushed off of it, but then Pops comes and takes that same man back out the same way. Moore with the backhand. Game for the Tigers in their own zone. Flipped out to the red line. Backhand pass through. One-on-one coming in. Shoot one, and Halot saw that the whole way. Slides across, gloves it down niftily, and we've got a whistle with 10:55 left to go. OTT here with you. It's South Sub. It's a 2-0 hockey game. Warriors in the lead.
I think this other ref has a little Sean White in him, right?
Sean White.
Sean White.
Oh, yes. Snowboarder, of
Olympic
course.
snowboarder?
Back
yeah.
when he had the long hair. He doesn't have the long
Yes.
hair anymore, but that the mustache, the long hair, the Sean Whiteness, yes. That there's nobody else. No, I can't.
Yeah.
No, that's him.
Sean White making the call in the corner.
Yeah. Cannonberg on the far side. Woolley with that tip that Toto manages to knock into the bench of the Tigers, and we're going to have a face-off just outside the zone. Or that one will come inside as that was off Toto's stick.
Is music broken? What is this?
This is that new hipster stuff that me and you aren't privy to.
We're not hip enough.
No, it's the new Oak Ridge Boys album. Cannonberg around the far side. Woolley tips that one, and it bounces up high. Chasing it down. Weber trying to beat the icing. Weber getting to it. Good hustle there by Lukey. Has on his backhand. Gets taken out into the corner. Back over to the Tigers. That one's outside the zone, but the Tigers pick it up at center ice. Knocked back over. Weebs has it at the red line. Working his way across the blue line, sticked into the corner. Weebs still going after it. Trying to get it back out to the blue line. It can't figure its way into any bouncing position here. And the puck finally ends up behind the Tigers net, but the goaltender touches up on it. Cleared out. Kolchevsky couldn't keep it in. Stripped away there. Kolchevsky at center ice. Gruber fighting up against the guy, and the Tigers put it in. McGowan fires it right back out to center. Around goes Salazar as he dumps it deep into the zone. He catches an edge, not Salazar, but the Tigers player, but there was nobody in there chasing him down, but it's kept in at the blue line. Flipping one in, trying to get that one through to Salazar. Haviland comes up to the side to try and get that. Now backed around through Benabelski and out to blue line. Gruber back in. Benabelski knocking it off his chest and his shoulder into Haviland, kicking into the corner. McGowan trying to stick that one through. They put it off the boards, back out to Gruber. Turns and fires one in. Salazar on the change gets caught offside. And still 9:06 left to go here in this second period.
That is crazy.
Has it only been 7 minutes in the second period? Actually, 6 minutes and 54 seconds according to my new clock calculator.
Wow. Brilliant.
Off the boards and down. Riggsy back for it. Firing a hard one up. Tip by Medeo. He gets shoved from behind, but the puck ends up in control of the Tigers. Taken away there. Austin Medeo coming down the left side looking for another goal. He gets into a pushing and shoving match, so Foster comes in and helps out. Devin Foster on his backhand. Gets smashed up against the board, sneaks the puck out towards the net, and it's taken away by the Tigers. They're in their own zone, but Foster, Popovic, now back to Foster. Coming out of the corner, Foster takes a shot. More turning fire in one that goes off the outside of the bar. Popovic picking up that juicy rebound. Back to Medeo behind the net. He gets spun around and the Tigers pick it up. Egelseeder doing a good job on his man. Moores missed on a shot there. And Eggsy trying to keep that in the blue line. That is still onside if they can find a way to control that bouncing puck. Now here come the Tigers. Moore looking to line them up. Good job there. Good body and control by the big rig. Owen Moore trying to center that pass. Mageo not quite caught up to it, but almost kept in there by the Warriors. Sent back into Tigers territory, and they're looking to find a way to get out of it. Off the skates of Eggleseder. Pass comes across. It's completely offside. And that one's whistled down. Still a 2-0 hockey game. 7:42 left to go in the second period. Your Warriors seeming to be in charge. Uh-oh, a little bit of goalie.
I don't think he liked the
malfunction.
looks of them. Like, they didn't do anything, but he just didn't like the looks of them.
Goalie fixed his equipment.
Oh, I thought they were sending the centers out.
I don't like the looks of him either, but
Yeah, well,
goalie and on the forecheck. Weaver keeping that puck in the blue line. Toto now chasing. Ben behind the net. Canterbury stepping up. And how is that a penalty? Come on! And now the Tigers coming in. Warriors looking to touch up on this one as Canterbury's going to get a penalty for being stronger than his opponent. Tigers have this one out. Goalie's pulled 6-on-5. Shot comes in. It's wide a whole lot. Sending this one across to the blue line. Tigers controlling, trying to keep this puck in. They get the shot. Halab with the blocker save.
you know,
And that's not a roughing call.
no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not. The 2 minutes for checking too hard is just a penalty that should never be called.
Not allowed to hit in this league, boys, I guess. Pavelski coming out there with Foster and Gruber. The other forward's going to be Popovic as he skates from the bench. 2-minute disadvantage here for the Warriors with 7 minutes left to go in the second period. That was just a blow-up hit. I loved every minute of it. I hope he does it 4 more times. Pavelski pushing, shoving behind the net. Tigers back out to the top of the circle. Pass comes across. Settle that bouncing puck down, get it to the blue line. Pass across again. Still here by the Tigers, getting themselves set up. Mishandled that one, but regrouped and got it back over to the tape of his D partner. Shot in, and Halot flashing the leather right there. You know,
That was one of the more confident positions that Jack has
Yes.
been in. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
I'm just going to take
Yeah.
this from you right now.
This is mine.
The glove is your home. Go home, puck.
Are you too good for your home?
Toto and Woolley now out with Gruber and Pavelski off the glass out to the blue line, held in by the Tigers. Toto fighting, loses that battle, and the puck comes across to the far side, but Gruber's going to try and get to it. Woolley now pressuring at the top of the zone. They get a shot off, trying to wrap rebound back around the net. Out to the blue line. Another shot in. Halot with the glove flashing maneuver one more time. Keeps this puck out of the net and keeps the Warriors in the lead 2-0. Face-off one back by the Tigers. Colorado Springs at the top of the zone, trying to get themselves set up, looking for a lane here to get a shot off. Shoots one in front. Hard clap around by Moore. That's tipped by the Springs, and they are inside their own blue line, trying to get set back up. Going across the offensive zone, back out to the top of the circle. The defenseman stepping in from the Springs. Pass comes all the way across, rips a big one, and Halot snuck the blocker out there, pounding that one back into the corner, and
He held up.
yeah, not gonna say anything.
Well,
But when you stop skating for the puck that you could have caught,
yep.
that one needs to be waved off. Pops and Foster, Moore and Aggie. One back, Moore. Hard shot around the far side. That one caught a weird bounce.
Yeah,
Kicked it back out to center ice. Foster was waiting for it, but then he had to go out to center ice to pick it up. Popovic looking for it. Back over. Foster seals away at center ice. Past the Pop. Missed and picked up by the Tigers. Springs. Quick pass in their own zone. Back out to center ice. Looking to get in behind Moore. Good job there by Riggsy to keep that one from getting pushed up too quickly. Couple of ones out to the outside, off the ref's skates. And a good job there. Haviland tapping that one back for Foster as the penalty's over. Devin Foster takes a shot. Blocker save. Haviland looking to crash the net. Back to Popovic. Pops off the backboards. Haviland back over to Popovic. Shoots one. Blocked in front. Haviland with another shot. Stick getting in the way. Haviland angling his way into the corner on this one. Drop pass over to Foster. Coming out of the corner. Foster still has this. Has Haviland in behind the net. Spinning back up, trying to get to Popovic. Gets the shot off loose. Puck still in front. The goaltender finally finds the loose rubber and closes down.
What a tremendous effort by Haviland there. Just going, I don't want to say it because I don't want to be inappropriate, but going with full force. That's a political correct term.
Full force is political correct.
Alls to the walls was what it was
That's what
going
you're thinking.
for.
You can say that.
Alls to the walls. Alls to the walls.
Alls to the walls?
Yeah.
Back out, Kolchevsky. Haviland now chasing in the corner. He's with Lar in there. Getting knocked down in front is Lar.
Oh.
Back over, shot from Cannonberg.
Great
up to the
save.
Point. Kolchevsky has another one. Over the stick of McGowan, back into the corner. Haviland making the hit, turn, McGowan shoots, loose puck in front, Haviland couldn't tuck it. It was tight up against the goalie's pad and glove. He's looking for one in the worst way. Trust me, I talked to him about this. He'd love to get a goal.
I think he's ripe for it. He's ready.
I know a guy who knows him, and he was telling me the other day. Back out, Anabelski to Weaver, trying to feed that one across. It gets into the corner. Gruber has it, knocking it for Toto. Toto with a good stick there, beating two players, comes out of the corner with it. Oh my Toto! What an effort there by Ben.
We are not in Kansas anymore.
That one was destined to go the other way, but in his mind, he had something different. Ben Toto comes out of the corner and tucks it top shelf. It's a 3-0 hockey game for the Warriors. 3:45 left to go here in the second. Foster chasing behind the offensive net. Pinched up against and stolen away by Weaver. Over to the far side. Gruber shoots one in. Weak one blocked over in the corner. Foster looking for Medeo in front. Gloved. I can't see between that net if the goalie got a piece of it or not. My double vision is coming from the net, folks, not from anything
net
else.
on net when you look at the net and then the net blocking
there's
the net.
There's a lot of crisscross. It's like my great-grandmother used to do the stitching.
Cross stitch?
Yeah, or I don't know, whatever.
Or needle point,
There's a few
whatever.
different names for it, right? Oh, not out of the zone. Now chasing it back down the far side. Medeo looking for a centering pass. Doesn't get through. Knocked over to the side by the Warriors. Off the glass, not out. Gruber still trying to get this one clear to the blue line. That one's finally tipped out of the zone. Right back in. That's offside with the Warriors going to be taking a face-off just outside their zone. 2:26 left to go in a 3-0 hockey game. Warriors in the lead live at South Suburban Sports Complex on the OTT Sports Network.
Sean White on the draw here.
He drops the puck with such precision.
He does, just like he lands those half pipes.
Be like Will he do like a 900 twisty McDuck or something? McGowan coming in. Haviland taking that one away. Gets it back over to McGowan. Finds Lar. Reed Lar trying to split. Went too far ahead of him. The goaltender's going to hang on with Lair coming in.
Lar tried to split the uprights like the Broncos, only both were unsuccessful in
Just
their case.
think if they would have went and taken
goodness.
that field goal in the first quarter instead of going for it.
Yeah.
That would have been a tie football game, wouldn't it? If I carry
been.
the 7 minus 8 divided by 4, yeah, it would have been a 10-10
Put your phone away. Just do that off your head.
Lar chasing in behind the net. Tigers tip that one down, but that's going to be icing call as it's fired all the way down the ice by the Tigers. Might have to take a break here in the second intermission. I got a few things I got to take care of.
Yeah, I think I have something I have to take care of as well.
If there's some mutedness in the next 2 minutes or after the next 2 minutes of play, understand we will be back in the third.
Can't believe we still have 2 minutes left in this period. But
It's a pretty long period. 36 minutes. I mean, that's a long time. Oh, wait. The truck's telling me it was only 16. Oh, and then
my goodness.
Few things to say to him,
Not
too.
only did Big Rig
now here comes
lay it down when he
takes a shot, fires
communicated what he just did.
It's like, oh, I think he looked down on him and said, "Are you okay? I want to make sure everything's good. Do you need a massage?"
I'm not sure
No,
that's
you don't
what
think
came
so?
out of his mouth.
No. Toto, that's a
That's
high
a
stick.
stick.
He can't touch it,
There
but he
you go.
does because he realized the repercussions if
Wow.
he
Big Rig.
did.
You
Using
know,
the
he
body.
did that on not Thursday. What? Yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was only yesterday.
Oh my goodness. The days are just blending into one another. But
Tomorrow was Monday already. Like, wait, what happened?
what?
I'm not ready to go to work tomorrow morning, Shooter.
It's a holiday tomorrow, right?
Oh, it is. It's
After Broncos lost holiday?
After Broncos lost holiday, yes.
Yeah.
Cannonberg racing hard, taps that one off the boards. Medeo's in front of the Tigers bench, flipping it to Foster. He gets ran into the stanchion. Taken by Cannonberg. Quick shot there. Good save by the goaltender. Cannonberg centering pass doesn't get through to Popovic. Now Kolcheski with a good job keeping that one in. Cannonberg still inside the blue line. Circling around, Henry Cannonberg has a couple players in front, tries to wrap it around, and the tuck in front. Foster with the opportunity, and what a save by that Colorado Springs goaltender.
Save. You know what, though? Great play by Joey Kolcheski to keep it in the zone. I love it, and created an opportunity there.
Yes, that all started with Joey at the blue line there. Haviland now centering Lar and Salazar. That puck is battled for. It's going to be won by the Tigers as they keep this puck in behind their own net. Lar chasing back after it. Up off the boards around. Gruber stepping in to keep this puck in the zone. Jesse Gruber out of the corner, spins back out. He's got Haviland at the blue line. He kicks it to him. Haviland snaps a quick shot. It's blocked in front. He gloves it back down, and then with a backhand pass, feeding into the corner. Him and Gruber switch positions, and out to the blue line past Benevelski. Haviland's the first one back out. Backhand pass up Lar. Deep into the zone, 8 seconds left to go. Salazar running into his man behind there. Kept it at the point by Gruber. Tapped back over. Benevelski looking to get one shot off. He can't quite get it. It is second intermission, and we are on mute. Stan's got it. Oh, sorry, we were talking through that first 53 seconds.
We had
but
so many great things to say during that
didn't
time.
realize we were on mute.
Yeah.
We apologize. We are back here, 3-0 hockey game starting this third period. Warriors in the lead over the Colorado Springs Tigers. Back out to the point. Owen Moore fires a shot, sends that one left of the net, back out to Egelseeder. Toto spinning. Back out. Oh, that one just got tipped wide. Moore couldn't get to it, but Owen spins. Couldn't find Weber at the blue line. That one goes through a couple of players and into the Warriors' end. Good little flip there by Moore. Goalie touches up on it. Not sure why, but
Yeah.
goalie back out to Moore. Knocked down because they gave him a one-on-one here. Toto on the back check. Good job there by Ben. Toto coming back with some speed through center ice. And he gets taken down in behind. Owen Moore sticking that one through into the corner. Back over to the Tigers, 5-on-5. They're on the offensive zone. Warriors backed into a corner. Shot off the mask of a lot. And then out to Weber. Fed inside the zone. Tigers still have it. Flip through. Weber with a chance. He was hooked. He was prodded. He was poked. And he finally went down. Couldn't get up to that one. They make a big change here, and the Tigers get it out through center. Benabelski tips that one away. Lahr has it. Puts the puck one side, then tries to work his way through. Didn't see where that one went. McGowan then spins back over to Benabelski. Sasha Benabelski coming out of his own end. Love when this guy gets going, and he's going through center right now. Still has his puck on his stick. Big pass in
Sasha,
front.
beautiful.
Good work there, Salazar. Couldn't quite get the tip. Salazar still has it, though, through the slot, and Lahr couldn't find the puck. McGowan off the backboards. Salazar looking for it. They go high. Gruber, good work keeping it there at the blue line for 2 times. Nice job. And Sean White calls that no offside. 13 minutes left to go in this final frame. Not going to say it's looking any nicer outside than it did before when we came in here to shoot it.
Well, it's
like it's winter.
I think it's kind of state of America right now. It's that way all over.
That is true. We don't have it as bad as some others do. Popovic pass to Foster, back out to Pop, kept into the blue line. Kolchevsky fighting for it. Put around a couple of ways, and then Canterbury swings his lumber over to the corner, goes the puck. Chasing this man back in there, and I don't know who got the worst of that one. Canterbury pushes the man into Foster. They both go down. Now Popovic coming up. He's got Madeo. Pop's coming through. Can't pass that one across.
Oh!
It's in front. The shot does make its way to the front of the net, into the crease, but it's underneath the glove of the goaltender. 12:26 left to go. Your Warriors are still up 3-0. Harry and Shooter kicking it with you at South Sub on this beautifully wintry Sunday afternoon. Oh, I don't know if the goalie saw all of that one, but Canterbury fired one in. Kolchevsky's now pressuring in from the blue line. He's below the goal line. Kicked around, picked back up by the Springs. Tigers in their own end, hard off the glass, sending that one, waving it off. Toto hustling to be the first one back to that one, though he's contending against 2 guys. The puck ended up off of Jack and then kicked to the side by Canterbury. Henry Canterbury back off the boards, reverses this one. Off the glass and out it goes. Woolley. That's offside. The ref ends up calling that offside. It's the linesman didn't quite understand that the puck's not allowed to go in the zone before the players are out of it. Ooh, what's Foster barking at down there?
I don't know.
Oh, he wanted a high stick call. Either way, it would have been the same face-off spot. Foster, Madeo, and Popovic out there with Moore and Egelceder. One and kicked in by the Tigers. Colorado Springs putting some pressure on. Here's Owen Moore, fires that one up around the boards. They keep it into the blue line. Pick back up behind Moore. Behind his own net is Moore. Off the blue line to Foster, racing through with Madeo. Foster hanging on to this one, skating his way through, and gets absolutely leveled as he tries to deke through 3 players. Off the boards by Egelceder. Madeo just crunches his man into the scorekeeper's bench as the play continues to get more physical. Then Foster takes another hit. Madeo chasing this one into the corner. Austin around the backside of the net. Tap back into the corner. Pick back up by the Springs. 11 minutes left to go. That should have been a hold for sure as Madeo got spun around. Then he takes man out. Ref almost blew his whistle on that one. But I don't think we've seen the end of the physicality yet here in the third, Shooter.
Not at all.
Big Rig firing that one in deep. McGowan and Salazar. Salazar kicking that one up ahead. He's got it. Over to the far side. Tigers players coming through center ice. They're 2-on-2 as they gain the offensive zone. Shot comes in through the crease, back over to the far side. Salazar getting that one out. It's going to be waved off, no icing, picked up inside their own zone by the Tigers. McGowan with the pressure in behind the net, over to the far side. Tigers, that centering pass, a couple of Warriors trying to steal it, but now it's one-on-one. On Gruber, turns him back, centering pass, can't quite get the shot off, in front again, Hola with a save, and then steered aside by McGowan. Shoulder as Salazar runs into the approaching player, and the Warriors send this one down the ice. Icing it, oh. Come on, Sean. That one just barely wobbled across the red line.
So I know late in the second period, Allison Moore was wondering what Big Rig was communicating on the ice. We don't know for sure, but we believe it was foreign relations, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was inverted at the time.
Yeah, he was. They were just communicating.
They're having a discussion between marmalade, jelly, and jam. Depends on what country you're from, right? Taken away by Kolchevsky at center ice. Toto still pressuring with Weber and Woolley out here on the forecheck. Spun back around. Now Weber's going to fire his body all the way into the corner, coming in hard. Knocked down by Toto at the blue line. Kolchevsky has it. Dumps that one back to Kannenberg. Quick snap up to Weber. Taps it off the boards. Chases it into the blue line. It comes back out to center. Kannenberg couldn't find it. That was so offside. And the ref doing the linesman's job one more time. It's another offside call. I'm glad I brought the helicopter down here today. It would be kind of dicey on the roads heading home.
Can we call it over? I mean, I don't have to go far.
It's on the roof. I can drop you on the way. You might just have to rappel your way out.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all about the experience.
Madeo around the backboards. Popovic jumps over his stick. Kannenberg back at center ice. Puck still bouncing loosely, and then enough speed to come in through. Puck was bouncing with him. No, I was totally trying to do a whole other thing there, and I messed up. Let's reset that one. Back out, Kannenberg spinning in his own end. Henry Kannenberg, that puck not bouncing loosely, and they try and stand him up.
I love it.
He uses his body to work his way through, but the puck ends up on the tape of the Tigers as they come in. 2-on-1, staying onside, shot in. They send it wide of the net. Kannenberg going into the boards with his men. Back out to the Tigers. Stepping in from the blue line, knocked out and clear the zone by Foster. Madeo ripping through center, putting the pressure on inside the Tigers zone. Tigers tip that one in. Moore up to Madeo. Has some room. Austin Madeo feeding that one in. Goaltender kicking it over to the side. Madeo continuing to chase it down. Puck off the backside of the net, taken over back by the Springs. Over to center ice, and now they're racing through. Moore and Eggleseder chasing it back. Eggy just gets the right stick at the right time. And then a centering pass picked off by Popovic and cleared by McGowan. Good stick there by Eggleseder. McGowan has it, goes across the red line, just dumps that one in deep. Reed-Lar chasing. McGowan back to Lar in front, shoots. Lar gets hammered down to the ice, but the goaltender hangs on as Haviland comes skating into the crease. 7:33 left to go in the game. It's a 3-0 lead for your Warriors here at South Sub. Going through one-on-one now. Moore taking his man wide to the corner. Has somebody in front. Two Warriors players collapse on top of him. Back out. McGowan's got this one. Tapped up for Lar. Reed-Lar coming across the blue line. Utah takes a shot. That one was high, but the goaltender puts it in his glove. And if you've noticed, we haven't had the player profiles here lately. We're still waiting on about 6 players from our team to submit them. But Shooter, what would you think if we had some fan profiles?
I think it would be unbelievable, starting with Aunt Edna.
Aunt Edna, you know what? Aunt Edna's going to be our next one, no matter what. We can do 2 or 3 of these things a game, too. We can do one pregame. We can do one every period. If you want to be featured as a fan of the Warriors on the OTT Sports Network, submit your picture and your answers to the answers to the questions that the boys have been looking at.
We will socialize those again, but bottom line is we actually have some great things in our arsenal just in case we need it, based on last week's Minnesota tournament. So if we need to pull those out, that's great, but we want to hear from you.
Any fans coming in, or big shot there. Or if you don't like the questions we ask, make up your own. Just tell us about yourselves. We'll put you up on the screen. You'll be famous. The OTT will make you famous.
I don't think people understand our reach.
Well, right now there's 42,000 people tuning. There was only 12,000 before the Broncos game ended. We're up to 42 because now we're the next best thing on TV. Who cares about that other game? Icing is the call.
LA, Seattle, nobody's watching that.
Well, it's not snowing there.
No. You don't have the drama like you do in Denver.
Kolcheski and Canterbury out there on D. It's going to be Foster's line at center. They're deep in their own zone. Foster trying to win that one back. He gets it to Kolcheski, who sends it around the far side. Popovic catching an edge, but catching right back into the play. It's still controlled by the Tigers. Colorado Springs behind the Warriors' net. Kolcheski pinched up against there. Off the boards and out. Medeo picking this one up. He lost the puck 3 times and then lost an edge. There's a Canterbury just took a
I'm like disoriented right now. I'm worried about Medeo on that
hit. There's so much going on. Medeo got knocked down when he lost the control of the puck a couple times. But then I was just watching the two-hander that Canterbury took across the ankles. Again through, good job by Hank getting this one back over the center ice. Tigers send it in and Canterbury's got some time in behind his own net.
5 minutes left, this thing is getting chippy.
Woolley back in on the back check after a missed pass at center ice to Toto. And Toto coming through. They try and do everything they can to knock him down. Toto, as resilient as he is, ends up all the way into the offensive zone. The puck scoots all the way the other side of the rink, and with 5:13 left to go, it's an icing call, and the Warriors are going to be back for an offensive zone draw. It is getting a little aggressive out there, Shooter.
It is.
I love it. Toto getting that one back out to the point. Rigg with the shot. Woolley with a loose puck in front, couldn't contain it, and it comes out across the blue line. Back over, Eggleseder knocking that one in. Woolley going after it into the corner. First, the back of their net is the Tigers player. They misfired on that. Taken away by Rigg. Centering pass to Foster, who got that one stripped as he was sneaking in through the slot. Taken away again by the Warriors. Weber coming in down the left side. Back out to center. That's offside all day long. I don't know what Sean White was thinking on that one. Back out through center. Moore with a good stick as he swings around. Medeo, flip ahead. Foster coming through. Foster passes that one up across the blue line. Popovic off the backhand, sending it in behind the Tigers net with 4:10 left to go here in the third period. Backhand by Foster. It's spun into the corner, controlled by the Tigers. They're in their own zone. They go off the glass out to the blue line and then kick back. Gruber waiting for Foster to get back on side and then taken away by the Tigers. Working. Popovic. Back over. Foster. He's got Gruber coming in to help him. Now Grubes and Eggleston are both in behind in the same corner. Blue line shot. Oh, that one got deflected, but Jack got a piece of it, and Halat sends it into the corner. Another shot coming in, blocked in front. Taken away and sent out of the zone by Foster. Pressuring here with 3:25 left to go in the third is the Colorado Springs Tigers. Toto goes back into his own end for it. Toto fighting against a couple of Tigers players in his corner. He's got Gruber there, sticking a stick into the mix. Gruber out across. Weaver couldn't pick up the pass. Weaver trying to dance around a man at center ice. Sent back in by the Tigers, and Grubes has it behind his own net. Gruber, backhand pass out to the blue line, blocked up the side of the ankle of Woolley. He looks a little stung, but he's going to stay in there. Gruber into the corner, Total with him. To the point. Another shot comes in, doesn't get it to Halat. Out to the point, Weaver to Woolley. Deacon Woolley comes across center ice, dumps that one in deep, stopped down by the Tigers goaltender with 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. Tigers coming back. Lara off the bench using his muscle to push up the player against the block. Coming across, good stick there. Canterbury now taking it away. Henry Canterbury out of his own zone has Lara at center. He just sends that one in. It's gloved down by Canterbury at the blue line, but Sean White whistles that one down, saying it was offside.
Sean knows. Sean knows.
McTwist.
Yeah.
There's a little bit McTwisty up there.
So even though we don't have a fan profile in the works, but we do have Mary Jane Halat, who is watching after being a boss and driving from Chicago out here to Denver. I mean, kudos, Mary Jane.
And she's an amazing woman. I had some time to spend with her up in Grand Rapids when we played our first tournament.
She's amazing.
Amazing lady. And a big fan of the OTT. She's down here in Denver hanging out at the house. Couldn't make it to the rink in time today, but that's understandable. I wouldn't want to be out in this weather either.
Well, she escaped Chicago weather for this, so she's on the upper end of that. But nevertheless,
that is true. That is
Mary
true.
Jane, we appreciate you.
On the penalty kill now, Lars in the box. We kind of missed what happened there.
Well,
the Warriors trying to hang on. 1:46 left to go. They pulled a goaltender on the Colorado Springs side. It's 6-on-4 hockey with the Springs pressuring into the Warriors zone. Pass all the way across to the top. Shot comes in. Blocked, sent wide. Halat didn't see where it went. Canterbury fires it out, not clear of the zone. Kept in by the D. Glove down, hands that one right back to himself. Top of the circle. Looking across. Tip pass into the corner. Springs to the point.
empty net.
Over to the far side. Shot comes in. Halat, it's under him, and he makes the save.
Boy, Jack.
Halat. No timeouts.
Going to dial
called.
something
I
up
was
for
gonna-
112.
I was going to
left.
say no timeouts called. That's weird,
Yeah.
but they did call a timeout. I didn't see it. That's going to be for the Colorado Springs. They've got 1:12 left to go in this game. They're trailing by 3, and they have a 6-on-4 opportunity for the rest of the game.
We're going to do a Jack Holot spotlight here. Jack's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna go all the way over there, so I'm just going to hang here.
One of the players that we have not got a full spotlight on yet.
We're
Still
waiting on it,
for
yes.
that submittance, but we've talked a lot about Jack. I mean, everything he's overcome this year. He's been the player of the year for Colorado hockey.
He's been the heartbeat of this team. Yeah.
The JH stickers, the abs appearances, the resilience that kid has shown.
But you know what, beyond all of that, he's such a good kid. You talk to him, he is such a awesome, mild-mannered.
Polite, respectful. There isn't enough good words out there to explain what Jack is all about. Other than you better keep us in this one, you goon.
Yeah, don't let one in. Or else.
Oh, just getting word that Simon Prokop reached the peak of the Matterhorn. That's why he hasn't been with us this weekend. He was climbing the Matterhorn.
All right. Congratulations, Simon.
Hope to see you back here soon. Run around, Eggleseder, Toto Woolley out there. Benevelski on D. Jumps over his stick, back over to Toto. Toto with a diving play to get that one out.
What a play by Toto.
Ben Toto having a heck of a game here. Drop pass back over, looking for it, calling up. Eggleseder tying his man up, back to Toto. Toto with another diving one. Sends that one wide of the net. The empty cage was yawning at him. And there's going to be a penalty here against the Tigers.
I apologize. I'm doing everything to keep this camera going, but it requires me to go in the gym like 5 times over.
There's a way to we gotta mess
We
with
have
this
to figure out a
tripod
way
here.
to loosen this thing because I'm just not strong enough.
Or maybe you should just hit the gym more often.
Well, one or the other. I
didn't see you in there
I
this
need
morning.
help.
I didn't see you in there this morning. It was game day. You weren't in the gym. Well, I didn't see you because I wasn't there, but
Wow.
Foster picking up a stick after being kicked out of the draw. Weber winning that one back. Canberg flipping it around. 4-on-4. Goaltenders back in play here on both sides. Tigers can't get that one out. They finally get it to center ice. They've got 21 seconds. They walk across the Warriors blue line. How that one's an offside, I don't know. But here comes Luke Weber. He's got 15 seconds working his way down. Weaves turns, shoots, blocked. Another shot comes off. The goaltender hangs onto it. And with 10.1 left to go in the third period, the Warriors get themselves an offensive zone draw. It's 3-0, and it's been a heck of a hockey game.
It's been a great hockey game. Because we're on the upside, right?
Yes,
That's
if
why?
it was 3-0 the other way, I'd probably be saying this a
We
little
may
bit
not be,
differently.
but yeah.
Another shot in. Tigers knock it out of the zone. Let the clock run. Touching it up and
Let's
a
go, Honor
shutout
Jack
victory
on his
for Jack
shutout.
Alot.
Come on.
And the
Let's give
Warriors.
this kid the credit he deserves.
Unbelievable work by the Warriors tonight. A 3-0 shutout victory at South Sub on a Sunday. These guys could teach the Broncos something. Kick the field goal, damn it. That's what
Kick
they
the
should teach them.
damn
Kick the
field
field
goal.
goal.
Force in overtime, we're good.
It has been a fun weekend with you. Yes, we missed Thursday, but there's been 3 victories in a row. And I believe that this one solidifies the Warriors' top 4 placing before the end of the season. We're going to be seeing everybody in the playoffs. But don't forget, we still have one more game next weekend against Mountain Select. Then the following weekend, Super Bowl Sunday, we're in Arvada taking on the Bears. So 2 more regular season games and a lot more action and fun coming at you from the OTT Sports Network. We still have state. We've got a bunch of different tournaments. We'll get it all figured out. Ask your local representative and we will get you the schedules. But Today was the last of the 3, and it has been fun. On behalf of Shooter and everybody else here at the OTT Sports Network, thank you for joining us wherever you are on the globe, and I'm Harry Haviland, signing out.